Namaste yogis, it's Melissa and we're going to do a little flow today. So let's start in a cross-seated position or a comfortable position. Let's close our eyes and take our focus inward. Feel whatever's touching the ground, your sit bones, your legs. Taking a big inhale through your nose and an exhale through your nose. Nice grounding breath. Inhale through your nose. Feel the side bodies expand. Exhale through your nose. One more time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Flutter your eyes open. Lifting your arms up overhead, reach up. Exhale, we twist, looking over that left shoulder. Inhale, arms reach up, making this a little pranayama. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist. 3 more like that. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Just warming up the spine. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, we're going to lean over to the right. Bringing your gaze up underneath that arm. You might find also looking down feels really nice. And maybe you move in between, finding that little sweet spot. And then inhale, rise up. Let's do the other side. Exhale, lower down. Keeping that sit bone grounded here. And then looking up underneath that arm. And then maybe looking down. And then moving back and forth. Releasing any tension in the neck here. So make sure you're not bringing this shoulder up towards the ear. Let it relax down. And then come back to center. Take your arms behind your back, your hands to the floor. You want to press into the hands, lift the chest up, gaze up here. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. And then let's just take a gentle little forward fold here. Walk the hands forward, feel the sit bones grounded. And just take 5 breaths. Breathing in through your nose. Side bodies expand. Exhale through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. The exhale be a gesture of letting go. Letting go of tension, letting go of worry. Inhale. Inspire, inflate. Exhale, release, surrender. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. All right, let's make our way onto all fours. So slowly coming up. Come into that tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips here. We'll take our hands and we're going to turn them so the fingers point towards the body and the thumbs point outwards. We're just going to move forward and back, just about the forearms and the wrist. And maybe let's do some circles. So just some organic movement here, becoming aware of how the body feels. this morning. And then go the opposite way. And then from here, go ahead and turn your hands back around. Shoulders right on top of the wrists. Tuck your toes under, a little stretch for the arches of the feet. Inhale, drop the belly down, roll the shoulders back. Lift the chin, lift the tailbone. Exhale, chin comes in, round your spine, tuck the tail under. Inhale, coming into your cow. Exhale, round your spine, tuck the tail, press the earth away from you. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Lower down to your forearms. Get your elbows right underneath your shoulders here. Going to create some heat here in the core. So extend your legs back, coming into your plank pose. On your forearms, thighs are together, ankles are together, gaze is forward. Holding this plank for 5 breaths. Those of you that want a little more, you'll shift forward in the tippy toes and then shift back. And you've got to set a 10 of those. So 2, 3. Know that you can always lower your knees down. 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the legs to the floor, untuck the toes, lift the chest. Take an inhale through your nose. Lion's breath, exhale. Releasing any tension in the jaw. Inhale one more time. Big lion's breath, exhale. Let's take a little visit in child's pose, just so we know what that feels like this morning. So arms can extend forward out in front of you, or you can take them alongside your body. Let's take 3 breaths here in our child's pose, and just notice how the body feels when you put it in this particular shape. Cat curl up. You always want to honor your body and where it's at, so be mindful as you practice. We'll take downward facing dog. Bend your knees as much as you need to in this first one. Getting your hips high here. You can then straighten the legs and begin to pedal the feet. Bring some organic movement here, or just find some stillness. Let's take 3 breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. One more time. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. Right leg lifts in the air. Bend your right knee, open your hip up. Stay here. Those of you that want a little more, you'll lower your left forearm down. You'll push into this right arm. Keep the hip opening. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. You'll press into that right hand. You'll lift that left elbow up if you lowered it. Extend the leg. Shift forward. Draw the knee to your chest. Place the right foot in between your hands. You'll drop the left knee down to the earth. Inhale, the arms are going to reach up overhead here. Catch hold of that left wrist. Lift up out of the waist. And we're going to lean to the right here. So scissor action of the legs and lift through the pelvic floor here. You can keep the left toes tucked under or untuck the toes here. Just being mindful that you're not jamming the knee into the floor. There's a slight lifting up, like you're leaning over a beach ball. One more breath, inhale through your nose. And then exhale, come back to center. Hands to the floor. We'll sit back in that half split, half Hanuman. Flexing the toes here. Your knee may be bent, and that's okay. Some of you might find that you're gonna have to go back a little bit more to feel the sensation in your right leg, the back of the right thigh there. So remembering our bodies are all different. Some of us have to take different variations in order to feel the stretch. 3 more breaths here, toes draw back, right hip draws back. Then shift your weight forward. Pick up that left knee, step back to a plank pose, top of a push-up here, holding your plank. Option to drop your knees down, remember. One solid piece, so strong this morning. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale through your nose. A little bit more challenging. You can shift forward in your tippy toes and shift back. You can do that for 4 more breaths. 3. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Lowering down, chaturanga. First one's going to be modified, so lowering your knees, chin, chest to the earth. Slither forward into that low cobra. Exhale, lower yourself back down. Press up onto your knees, then tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Left leg lifts in the air. Bend the left knee, open the hip. Stay here or lower the right forearm down. Press into that left arm. Feel that whole left side of your body opening up, looking under that left armpit. Hold for 5. Breathe. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Pressing into that right hand. Lift. Extend the left leg. Everyone. Shift forward, knee to chest. Drop the left foot in between your hands. Drop the right knee down to the earth. Remember, left knee in line with the ankle here. Inhale, rise all the way up. Lifting up out of the waist, we catch hold of the right wrist this time. Turn the palms up and lean to the left here. Squeezing the inner thighs in towards each other and lifting up. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to the floor. We'll sit back towards that right heel this time. Flex the toes of the left foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Find your variation of the pose. Breathe. Noticing how this side may feel different than the other side. It's okay. Don't get caught up in the story, why things are the way they are. Just accepting the moment. This side feels a little tighter than the other. I'm just going to be mindful of that as I move today. One more big breath here. And then shift your weight forward. This time we're going to take that left leg back and we're going to come back to all fours. We're going to keep our toes untucked, press into the tops of the feet, press into the hands, shoulders right on top of the wrist here. Belly draws in, lift the knees to a hover, hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower the knees down, tuck the toes under this time. Let's take a cow stretch. Inhale. And exhale into a cat. Come back to a neutral spine, belly's hugging in. From here, toes are tucked under. We're going to lift to that hovering table once again. So press into the hands, lift the knees up. We hold for 5. Stay here. Those of you that want a little more, you'll take your right knee to your right elbow and then come back. and 2. Everyone else just hold the floating table. And lower the knees down. From here, dancing lion to the right. Shift forward, circle around. Coming back to center. Let's do that other side. So tuck the toes under, press into the hands, shoulders right on top of the wrist. So strong here. Hover an inch above the earth, and you will stay here for 5. Or you'll take the left knee towards the left elbow and come back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower the knees down, dancing lion to the left. So like you're stirring a pot underneath your belly. All right, make your way back to center. Let's take downward facing dog. All right, you should be a little warm now. Right leg lifts in the air. Bring your knee to your chest, round your spine. Inhale, extend the right leg back. Exhale, knee to chest, round the spine. 2. Inhale, extend back. And 3, place the right foot in between your hands. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring your chest to your thigh, charge your arms behind you. Inhale, rise up. Reach up. Exhale, 2. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, 3. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, 4. Last one. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, 5. Inhale, rise up. We'll take water wheel here. So splitting the arms open, reaching forward, and reaching back equally. Belly draws in, this hip is drawing back here. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Windmill your hands down to the mat, step back to a plank pose, top of a push-up. Lower down, chaturanga, any variation. Know that you can also skip this and just come into down dog. And downward facing dog. All roads lead there. Left leg lifts. Taking the knee to your chest on your exhale, come into that plank. And then extend back. So there's just 3 of these. 2. And third one, place the left foot in between your hands. Closer to that left wrist, that left hand. So you get the feet hip width apart here. Rise up, inhale. Press down into that left heel. Lift up out of the waist. Scissor action of the legs. Lengthen and then exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, rise all the way up. We take that water wheel, twist here, splitting the arms, reaching. Good. Draw that left hip back. Focus your eyes on one point. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Windmill your hands down to the mat. Step back to a plank pose, top of a push-up here. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Changing it up on you guys. Lower yourself back down to the floor. From here, take your arms out wide, creating cactus arms. Open your feet as wide as your mat. Bringing your gaze down. It's called starfish and dolphin. So you'll lift up, lifting up everything away from the floor. This is starfish. Spread your fingers wide. And then exhale, arms come together, feet come together. This is dolphin. Open up, starfish, dolphin. Starfish, dolphin. Starfish, dolphin. Starfish, dolphin. 5, 4, 2, 1. Hands come underneath the shoulders, press back, child's pose. Cat curl up and round up, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts in the air, a little different. Bring your left foot forward in between your hands. Flatten your back foot, rise up, warrior 2 pose. So finding the ABCs in each pose. The alignment, left knee on top of the ankle here. Right toes either parallel or turning in slightly. The breath, my breath is flowing. And then core, my core is slightly engaged, just a little, not too much. You don't ever want to grip in any pose. So 4 more breaths here. Inhale, arms reach up, straighten that left leg. Exhale, come back down, dancing warrior. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Exhale, 5. From here, go ahead and straighten that left leg. Turn your left toes in. Turn your right toes out. Come into that warrior 2 on the other side. Gaze over the right fingertips. You're reaching forward as much as you're reaching back, and you're not reaching over this way. The shoulders are right on top of the hips here. This right thigh is opening up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We take 5 dancing warriors here. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, bend that right knee. Let's turn it into a little breathing exercise. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last 2. Then from here, straighten your right leg, turn your right toes in, facing each other, and then take your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers. Inhale, lift the chest, toes are turned in slightly, and then exhale, slowly come forward. So here you might need to grab a towel. If it's too much for you still, just bring your hands to the floor. Find your variation of the pose. Some of you might even want to just grab your ankles, and you can have a soft bend here in the knee. Trying to get the length in the spine though, so you don't want to be rounding. You want to try to find some length. 5. Inhale, come up, hands to the floor if they're not already there. From here, we're going to lean to the right and lift the left toes. And then lean over, a little Skandasana. Move back and forth. Maybe you take your hands away from the earth and you just kind of glide. See if you can just float from one side to the next. I always say the more we can learn to flow on our yoga mat, the more we can flow in life, being open to whatever comes our way. From here, we'll take it forward, come into a runner's lunge, step back to a plank pose, lower down, chaturanga. Rise up, inhale, downward facing dog, exhale. Looking forward, hopper step to the top of your mat. I'm gonna step there. Lengthen and fold. Take chair pose. Weight is in your heels here. We want to turn on those hamstrings. Sit back. Over 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Hands to heart center. Left elbow outside edge of the right knee. Gaze over that right shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to center. Let's reach all the way up, lift up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Right elbow outside edge of the left knee, gaze over that left shoulder. Make sure your knees stay glued together here. One's not jetting out in front of the other. Hold for 5, for 4. Come to center, forward fold here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, toe heel your feet apart. Those of you that want to go into crow pose, you can set yourself up right here. Everyone else, we're going to come down into Malasana pose. So maybe move around for a few moments, get into those hips a little deeper. And we'll hold here, holding our Malasana. Those of you setting up for crow, remember you want to get your hips high here. You want to perch yourself on the back of your arms. And you'll slightly shift forward. I'm not going to do the full pose. I'm just going to show you the setup for it. I can't watch you guys, so I want to make sure that you're safe. So this is just a setup. Those of you that can fly, fly. Everyone else, just come here. 3 more breaths. Hands to the floor, hips to the sky, wherever you're at. Toe heel your feet in so they're about 6 inches apart, 2 fist width. Catch hold of your big toes or your ankles. Lengthen your spine and exhale, fold forward. Lifting your tailbone up towards the sky. Soft bend in the knees here. You don't want to overstretch the hamstrings, engaging the thighs though, engaging the quadriceps so you don't overstretch them. Inhale, lengthen, hands to your hips, rise all the way up to standing. All right, let's do tree pose. So shifting your weight into your right foot, bringing your left foot to your ankle, slide it underneath your knee or bring it above your knee. Now find the drishti, a focal point, place to focus your eyes on. When your eyes become focused, the thoughts begin to slow down. When the thoughts begin to slow down, the body's able to find stillness. Hold for 5. Feel free to extend your branches out. Sometimes closing your eyes is a nice little challenge. There's many different types of trees out there. Find the one that you want to express today. 2 more breaths. Slowly come out of the pose the way you came in. So slowly coming down. Take a moment, shake it out, let it go. Let's do the other side. So shifting the weight into the left foot, bring your right foot to your ankle. That might be enough for you today. Slide it up and take it into the thigh. So you want to press the thigh into the foot and the foot into the thigh here. Bring your hands to heart center. Stay there or express yourself however you wish. 5 breaths. Slowly exit the pose. Shake it out, let it go. reach up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, hop, step, float it back. If you want to throw a handstand in there, go ahead and do that, guys. Take a vinyasa or not. Lower down, chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. Shifting forward into plank wherever you're at. Lower yourself down to the mat. So from here, bring your left forearm out in front of you. Line it up with your mat. Bring your right heel towards your buttocks. And then take your right hand and reach back for the inside of the foot. Now you might find that this is enough for you. You can take your hand to the top of the foot and draw it in here, feeling a nice stretch on your quad. Or you can take your hand to the inside and extend your arm forward and kick into the hand floor bow on one leg. Some of you can lift that left arm, left leg up, taking this expression. Find which one you like this morning. Let's breathe for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down. I'm going to create a little pillow for my head, and then just windshield wiper my legs side to side. Let's do the other side. Start with the right forearm, lining up at the top of your mat. You want to press into it to lift the chest. Kick the heel towards the buttocks, reach back and grab the foot. Remember, you can just stay right here, taking that nice little quad stretch. That feels really good. Or grab from the inside here, eye of the elbow turning outward, turning the chest towards the front of the room. And then maybe the hand to the floor, kicking into that left hand, maybe lifting up. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down. Look the opposite way as you did last time and just windshield wiper the legs. Now let's take floor bow, bringing your feet towards your buttocks, Dhanurasana. So reach back and grab the tops of your feet. And if you need to, you can use a little strap here if you can't reach your feet. Also, just practicing drawing the heels in towards the buttocks and reaching back. And maybe you can't grab, but just feel that. Press the pelvis into the floor and lift the chest. Good variation here. Work on the foundation. I'm going to go ahead and grab my feet today, kick into the hands, lift up, and we hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. One more big breath in, a little bonus breath, and then lower down. Hands underneath the shoulders, press back, child's pose. Let's do one more back bend here, camel pose. So starting with the modification, kneeling camel. So hands in your imaginary back pockets. I'm sitting on my heels, my toes are untucked. I'm drawing my elbows in, lifting up out of the waist. And then lifting my chest, bringing my gaze up. This could be your camel today. That's perfect. Just creating space here in the chest. Second option. Come up onto your knees, separate your knees, hip distance apart here. Toes can be tucked under or untucked. Once again, you're lifting up out of your waist, lifting your chest. Hands supporting you back here. And then leaning back, pressing the hips forward is the last thing that you do here, lifting the chest. So I'm going over a giant beach ball or bar you can think about. Stay here. Those of you that want to reach back and grab your heels, you can. If you tuck the toes under, it makes the heels more accessible. So you can lean back. Maybe you drop your head back if you don't have any neck issues. Opening the throat center. Hold for 5, wherever you're at. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Slowly come out of the pose, take your time. Hands to the floor here. Round the spine, tuck the tail under, cat stretch. And then from here, slide the feet out in front of you. Extending your left leg forward, bring that sole of that right foot to the inside of your thigh for half butterfly pose. And take your arms up overhead, and you'll reach forward, grabbing your toes, your ankles, whatever's available for you. You can bend your knee here if you need to. So left and lengthen and then fold. So counterposing those back bends with forward bends. Then slowly come up. We'll take that knee, we'll fold it in, bring the sole of the foot to the floor, going right into our spinal twist, cross the right leg over the left, flex the toes, draw that right arm around, create a little kickstand here. So you don't want the arm way out here, you want it right underneath the shoulder. Left arm's gonna reach up. You either swoop it around and hug it in, lift the chest, and then begin to rotate around, or take the elbow to the outside edge of the knee. Gaze over the shoulder. 5, 4, 3. Little counter twist the opposite way. And go ahead and come back up. Let's do the other side. So that butterfly pose, sole of that left foot comes to the inside of the thigh. Flex the toes of the right foot. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, come forward. Grab the toes, the ankles, whatever is available to you. Turning that heart towards the top of the foot, and the crown of the head reaches for the toes. And just breathe. We begin to calm the nervous system down, slowing down the breath. Preparing ourselves for our final rest, preparing ourselves for our meditation, preparing ourselves for our day. Moving any stuck energy in the body, any stuck energy in the mind. One more breath here. And then slowly coming up, release your arms. Bring the sole of that left foot to the floor, cross the left leg over the right. Flex the toes, left arm comes around, creates that little kickstand, right arm comes up. Swooping the arm around, maybe hug the knee in. Get the length in the spine first before you rotate around. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Little counter twist the opposite way, and then come back up. Extend your left leg to meet your right. We'll bend the knees here, our last pose. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, come forward. Grab the toes, the ankles. Maybe take the arms underneath, grab opposite elbows. We call this caterpillar in yin. And settle in, breathe. And slowly rise up. From here, make your way into your final rest for this morning. Opening your feet as wide as your mat, and turning your palms to face up towards the ceiling. Make some space, spread out. And do this for at least a minute, 3 minutes if you can. 5 minutes would be really great. From here, you can also go right into your meditation and sitting there. This week, we're to sit for 1 minute every day. Do that before you start your life, start your day. So yogis, take care of yourselves. We look forward to seeing you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed this class. Check us out on YouTube. We'll be posting all our classes there. Namaste.